Boom, we them boys. Apparently they're not. You aren't them boys, Dallas. Hey, apparently you're not them boys.
That is.
Y'all Dallas fans?
No, I'm not a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Come on, man. You a Dallas fan, brother?
Oh no, I'm a Texas fan. I'm a Texas
fan. Lord.
I mean, look. We all got our own.
I feel you though.
We got our own cross to bear. I'm gonna say, remember old buddy when Dallas won and made it to the wild card, and old buddy came out with the song "We Still Them Boys." I was like, man, that's a good catchy song, but they gonna use this against you if y'all lose.
Man, Dallas fans. Woo. Hey, I don't got nothing to say no more. At this point, we don't even need to talk about it. They've been through enough, man. They've been through enough.
They've been through enough, but they're the loudest. Dallas fans are always the loudest.
Are Dallas fans the loudest?
Yeah, most
louder than Dallas fans. Green Bay?
The Saints.
Oh,
Saints for sure. I'm a Saints fan though, but the new we like that. We like that. We just had unfortunate events that just held us back.
That's because in the whole entire boot, y'all got what, LSU, and y'all got the Saints.
That's it.
And that's it. So,
I mean, UL nice though. University of Lafayette nice right now.
Okay, yeah, right now.
They're nice
right now. Okay, you might as well ride the wave. Right. That's what I said. Right now.
Right. I just got to throw them in there. Oh, Grambling too. I'm tripping. Grambling.
Oh, but
I went to Grambling.
How we forget Grambling? But I went to PV, so I have to not like Grambling.
Right.
It's just
that's just in our blood. I fuck with you though. You my dog though. Just when it comes to that, when it comes to the HBCU, I'm gonna be like, that's my dog. But yeah, I got the G on.
Right. Yeah, that's real. Look, we done already broke character. So,
well, I mean, you might as well go into the introduction.
I'm gonna go into it. All right, this person that we've been talking to, he's a person that you need to know. Not like you want to know. You're gonna need to listen to him. All right. There's a lot of people. I said this. You know what? I'm gonna say this too, because I've said this before in different rooms, and I'm gonna say this on the show. All right. Look. Okay, time goes on and things happen, and then when you're a kid and you believe in that thing and you keep going, and time goes on. Michael Jordan, greatest basketball player. Then Kobe and LeBron came. Me personally, I think they're better because time keeps going. I understand you were 7 and you learned something when you were 7. Get over it. Things keep going. All right, it happens with rap. There was a certain point when New York City was the premier place for lyricism. And that's great. It lasted a very long time. Then a lot of stuff got blotchy with the internet and whatnot. Now with rap, which is in the greatest place it's ever been, in my humble opinion, because the internet and you can find what you're looking for. Houston, Texas, and I'm standing by this. Here I'm sitting it and I'm standing by it. Houston, Texas is the greatest premier place for lyricism. If you're looking for people that are going to bar you up, it's in Houston. You can look other places. They're going to be smooth. They're going to be cool. Hell, they're going to do that all here. But in Houston, we have everything out here. But one of the things, like I said, hey, if you're looking for the best lyricist, Houston, Texas, from DeLorean to how am I forgetting everybody's name right now? Like, why am I saying this?
DeLorean, you got Rob Gillette, you got like that. You can get so many different varieties. You got Meg The Stallion, Labor Jolie, Ken the Man. O&B Bloodbath. I'm just naming a lot of women because I just made that women's list.
Of course.
But you also
Propane.
You got Propane.
Body Bag Beezy.
Yes. You got Sauce Walker.
We're gonna get to that too.
You got Sauce Walker. You know what I'm saying? You got there's a lot of people out here.
And when we're talking about rappers too, like I said, how things keep going, there's a lot of new people that are coming out on the scene. And like I said, this is the guy you need to know. He knows struggle, but he knows to come up even better. All right, Fee Fi Fo from Giants Don't Scare No One. All right, that's from my favorite song, Love Forest. I love that. But raps tales of hustling, pimping, storytelling, faith, and motivation. One thing I can be honest with you, Derrick Rose actually spoke very highly of him. When I finally listened, Derrick, hey man, I know you somewhere over there. You was right, bro. You ain't got to check shit. It's all there. I ain't never said the game was even, but it's all fair. With lines like that coming out of Kendall, Louisiana, with projects like Niki Lauda and the sequel in your phone right now, and jams like Houston Forecast in your phone currently as well. You can't stop the rain. Dinero Sinatra.
Yeah.
What's good, brother?
What's good, brother? Appreciate y'all for having me, man. For real.
I appreciate you coming on. I'm going to say, before we get into your story, I think you're a testament too to like everybody in Houston. If you like Houston artists, support other Houston artists. I had not heard of you until Derek posted you. Derek posted a snippet of a song that made
Okay, cool. But basically though, just trying to start over, do something new. I'm in school. My pops ended up passing. Around the time he had passed though, you know, I just started like kind of like taking music a little more seriously. And you know, when he ended up passing, that's when I ended up dropping my first project, like a little after him passing, my first project, which is called Syndication. And basically that's like literally when I was just like boom, like really kind of just taking rap serious, I would say.
Now, before that, I mean, how did you even get into rap or into music in general?
Man, really? Shit. With my uncle, man, I'd be thugging with my uncle at a young age though. Like he'd be doing his thing, you know, he used to like fight dogs and shit, all that type of shit, you know, do his little thing. But he'd come get me, you know, he ain't had no kids at the time. Shit, I'm like 4, 5, you know, maybe a little older, 6. And we'd just be rolling, man. We'd be, man, he'll be going with his, you know, check on his fees, doing his thing. I'd just be his right-hand man, and he'd be freestyling. I feel like he felt like he was DMX, you know what I'm saying? Because he just had like the, you know, he had the persona like he was DMX. You know that wasn't him, but you could say like, I guess he thought that was, you know, his little swag. But he'll always be freestyling. And then he'd just, you know, he kick it to me. You know what, just shit. I had to do my thing as a little kid, you know, trying to do my thing at least.
How old were you though?
Man, like young, bro. Like I've been rapping, like really just rapping since I was young, just cause I'll be with my uncle and that's what he'll do. He'll put me on it. So I just always kind of been like the little kid. They'd be like, hey, kick a freestyle or something. And I just, you know, do my thing.
Okay. So you're doing this, but you're not taking that seriously. You're more interested in sports.
I'm sport, yeah, man. I'm really like a little kid, man. I'm sports, but I'm like always like I really like, I felt I was grown at a young age. I wasn't grown, but you know, I just kind of carried myself like I was grown at a young age. You know, my parents were structured, but you know, I mean, they was at least loosened up to like allow me to like be a kid, but I just be trying to do grown shit at a young age. But I just took sports serious, you know, that's just something I always kind of at least picture myself doing professionally, or just trying to basically make that something I'm pursuing, you know.
What was you, a cornerback, wide receiver, what?
Man, I really played football. Like, I played football all the way up to like. Like, shit, I'd rather do it seriously and at least just have some shit, you know, just, I'm like, shit, I feel I'm talented, but I just never thought about taking this shit serious just because I never just had nobody around me, shit, just taking rap serious.
What was it like after you cut that first, like when you cut your first tape?
Yeah.
What was the response when the tape came out, and then what made you from that response say, all right, this is something I'm gonna keep on doing?
Really just cause I felt like at the time the direction I wanted to go was like on some trap shit, but one of my little homies that I was recording with, Eli, he was just like, man, like basically, bro, like you want to be you want to come on some rap, like trap shit, like really you can spit. Like you should really be more original and just like not try to just like do some shit that's popular and just be more original. And cause I'm a music head, so I listen to all type of shit. But basically like he knew I can kind of like spit more lyrically than just like wasting my time just trying to do like the trap shit.
So when you started, you was trying to rap over trap beats?
Well, really, when I started, I was doing a little bit of everything. But when I was about to do a tape, I just was like, the trap shit was popping. I knew I was good enough to basically, I felt I was good enough, at least I say that. I felt I was good enough to like, either I'm gonna just like, oh, I'm gonna just trap this shit out and then I get on and really start spitting. But I was just like, really kind of just wasting, you know what I'm saying? Just really tripping, young and just thinking like, that's gonna be the quickest shit. And he was just like, man, you're gonna either be out here putting out some watered down future shit, or you really wanna like show these niggas you can spit on some shit. And I was just like, I kind of took that as a challenge to be like, nigga, like, so I'm gonna do that and just show you, like, nigga, I'm gonna kill that, you know what I'm saying? But and it ended up turning out good though, cause we was young, but we kind of like tried our best to focus on quality. So we just like really tried to put a solid project together that's like really just, you know what I'm saying? It might not be the best, but at the same time, it was the best we had at the time, you know?
No, it's definitely like you can hear, I mean, it kind of leads us to the sequel, because the sequel, your album, you've had 2 albums that came out this year. The sequel is not trap beats. It is definitely just 70s samples.
That's me every day though. Like literally, I jam like, man, I really don't listen to rap on the cool. Like I literally be floating to like the Isley Brothers or Barry White or like really like old school shit, tax free, all that.
What is it about that music that, like, because you sound familiar on that music? That's what I'm saying. It don't even sound like, that's why I think my brother asked like you was gonna do a trap beat album, because you don't sound like you would rap over trap beats. I'm not saying
that's not, but it's not really me. It's not really me at all. Like the trap, not really me. Cause I just feel like, especially like when I be thinking about how I make music, I just kind of want something I at least can live with, like for the rest of my life, and not just be putting out, like, you know what I'm saying? I understand everything I say not the best, but at the same time, I just don't want to be putting out shit that's not really like doing that. Or like, if it's rap, it's kind of like a sport, but at the same time, like Biggie, like he'll never hit my song, but at the same time, like people like that, I would want their approval, just like I would want these young niggas' approval too, though. So I just try to like borderline, like really do me on both sides though, or try to, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you talk about your uncle who kind of mimicked or had a DMX feel, and you bring up rappers like Biggie. What are some of the rappers you were listening to coming up?
Coming up, man, Hot Boys for sure. Soulja Slim, DMX, Jay-Z. Man, who else, man? All kind of shit, man. Cube was popping. Just basically everybody who was hot, everybody who's like really kind of spitting. It's just a little bit of everything. Even young though, I was listening. I remember I had a Barry White CD, and I was flipping that motherfucker till it didn't play no more. Like I was young, like just listening to that too though. Like, but it's like really, like I say, rappers, man, it's just like a little bit of everything. Like I really didn't have no. If you fire, you was fire to me. Like lyrically though, but I was just like hard up, you know, like DMX for sure, or just like Hot Boys. You know, that's what it was.
Now, I will say, and you know, I mean, people know I write for the press. You're one of the albums that I was picking for album of the year. For the sequel, what were your thoughts going into creating the sequel? Like, what was y'all's plan? Was it always like, yo, we really gonna get? I mean, the Roy Ayers Searching song is what grabbed me initially. And then the video. Which we're also going to talk about videos too. But what was your thought or your game plan when you started going into the creation of this album?
Man, the sequel, I put out a project. It only came out on SoundCloud and Spinrilla though. After my first project, it's called Solo. And it was like Solo Volume 1. And it was like basically like a little makeshift story of like, or just like makeshift journey musically though, about like what I was going through at the time. And then like situation happened where I just basically like put myself in a situation where I couldn't record no more. You know what I'm saying? I just had to basically, just really get on my shit and get myself back in position to basically do music, but do music putting out music and just hoping somebody come sign me. You know what I'm saying? I just had to get in a position where I was able to like still not necessarily live the life that I truly want, but at the same time be able to live a life comfortable and do music without having to like basically make music and just hoping somebody come like save me financially. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You had a plan.
Yeah. So, but how the sequel came about though, it was really like a like me picking up and like just basically more so telling the rest of that story, basically from, you know what I'm saying, like what happened from Solo, boom, this what happened all the way up to boom, you know.
Now the other thing too is like I know you're a newer artist, but there's also that aspect of like when I went to go look up information on you, I was like, oh, you're like new, but your videos and your production does not sound like that of a newer artist. Like when you guys were putting stuff together, I mean, one, I think it's a testament to like putting together a good team. Talk about your team and the people you have around you in terms of production, in terms of video shoots and all those other stuff, because y'all are putting together well-crafted product that kind of grabs the eye.
I mean, you got Porsches and stuff in your video, brother.
It's dope. Yeah, shout out my dog, man. Real shit though. Man, really for the video, shout out my dog Matt Rush, man. Matt Rush, he a fool with it, bro. Like real loud. That's my dog, man. He really make like, I just come to him with the vision and like give him the song, and what's good, he liked the music though. So that make it even better to work with. You know what I'm saying? He just kind of, we come together, we mesh well. Man, on the production side, dog, man, it's really how this whole even team started. Hey, it's by the grace of God. I don't want to get on here and be preaching, you smell me? But I'm telling you, it's by the grace of God, though.
Preach, brother.
I was just like, really though, like I was just like at a point, like man, I was just like, at this point, I learned, like I done been at least trying to do this music thing for a long time to at least understand I need a team. And I was just like telling my old lady, like, man, like I ain't about to make a move, like musically, until I put the right pieces together and until I'm able to present my product how it's supposed to be presented. Because my first two products literally was just kind of like, you know, like it was good, but it was like things missing. And I ain't have no visuals because I just didn't want to put out no bad, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm gonna present it, I just want to fully present it right. And basically, man, my homie B Drew called me one day and he was like, man, you need to come get down with me, bro. Woo, woo. He set it up. We came to the studio. Where I'm at right now. That's when I first met Derek, dog. Cool dude, you know how Derek is, man. He's a cool dude. And the homie Lando was in here too. And basically we was just like all coming together and just really reaching out, you know what I'm saying? I guess we was kind of all to the point, like we've been trying to do this music thing for a while and we try to do it with different, you know what I'm saying, whoops, and it just didn't fall through. So we just kind of chose, like, the homie B Drew was like, man, like, let's get it in, like, and I was like, well, fuck it, like, that's cool. But when I recorded the song Dream Team, that was the first song I ever recorded when I got back with Derek. That was the first song recorded. that's like when I knew, like, man, Derek Spotlight, this my dojo, dog. Like, me and Derek about to get cool, cause like I just felt like what I brought lyrically and what I brought from myself, he took that and just really like polished it up to be exactly how I hear it in my head. You know what I'm saying?
Ah, okay.
It's good because Devon's trying to record an album. We're gonna go to Black Label Studios. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, the place to be. And I can't leave out other people too. I don't want to leave out other producers. Niggas don't get mad at me. The homie BLK Beats. The homie Daniel, man, that's my dog. He the one made Lost and Found though. I mean, not Lost and Found. I'm sorry, I'm not Lost and Found. Love Forest.
Yeah. All right, I love that.
Yeah, my bad. Not Lost and Found. Love Forest though. Love Forest.
Hey, don't worry.
The homie Dastro though. The homie Dastro. He made the Roy Ayers. He chopped that up for me.
Yeah.
Excuse me. He made Lost and Found though.
And I will say, a number of people, because you know a lot of this is politics and are you well known or whatever, but like I said, I found you on Instagram and then I couldn't stop playing it, and so far anybody that's questioned like who is that, I'll be like, just go listen to the song. And they come back and they like, nah, I like the album, like I can't really hate. And so that's really what it comes down to. Like it's the album, it's well produced, the videos that come with it are great. And you know, we looking forward to seeing a whole lot more. What was your response? What was the response in your eyes once you actually came out with the project?
Shit, even kill, bro, on the cool. Like, at this point, like, I just knew we just tried, like I say, bro, at the end of the day, we just try to do like shit. The main goal just basically present it as best as we can, you know. I mean, at the end of the day, I still pick flaws out of it. You know, I'm gonna just be critical of myself.
What's your biggest,
humbly speaking, though?
What's your biggest critique of the album?
What's my biggest critique?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll be like, I left food on the table. Like I could have came harder than that. Real shit though. I'll be like, damn, like I could have came harder than that. I was like being lazy and shit, or like, you know what I'm saying? Just like.
What lyrically? Cause you.
Yeah, that too. Hell yeah. I just be like, I just be trying to like, man, seriously though, I don't really listen to my shit because I really be wanting to be better than, you know what I'm saying? Like every time I get on any song, I'm trying to be better than what I was. Like this next project I'm working on right now, this first one might be an EP, but at the same time, like I'm still trying to basically just show progression.
Mm-hmm. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. And I'm not gonna lie, I had the feeling like, oh, okay, maybe you're not satisfied with the whole project. You came back with the next EP, like right after. I mean, it was almost back to back. Were you recording these at the same time, or did you finish the sequel and be like, all right, let's go ahead and get to the next one?
How Niki Lauda came about, dog. We was cooling. That's pretty much fully produced by my homie BLK Beats. We was cooling though. He running me a batch of beats he got, and I was like, I was writing and shit, but I just ain't have like nothing to go with it, you know. And shit, he was just running them, and like we just blowing, chilling, in his garage, in his mom's garage on the cool. we blowing, chilling, man. And basically, I'm just going at it though, just like rapping. And my other little homie was just like, man, like, he was like, you need to put that shit out. And I was like, that's hard like that? He was like, yeah. He was like, I was like, well, fuck it though. I was like, shit. I was like, they really do match. Like every beat he was throwing out and every rhyme I was picking was just going like, but I was just like, man, this shit need to go. But like, how I named it Niki Lauda, like, I watched that movie, the movie Rush, I think it's called. Basically, it's about Niki Lauda. I think it's called Rush, man. Like, if I'm wrong, I'm gonna feel so bad. But it's about Niki Lauda, dog. And when I really seen his story, I was just like, man, that's how I feel, dog. Like, I try to do this rap shit, and I made like some mistakes that made me, like, gave me a setback. But like, I came out like, and I'm doing this shit on my own. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I say my own, not like it's on my own, but more so like I'm not in it. Like I'm not trying to like be in it to just be like, oh, I'm trying to go get a you know what I'm saying, record deal and all that. I'm not saying, you know, I'm not putting down no deals. Don't take it wrong, but you get what I'm saying though. Like it's just not like I'm in a situation where, like, bro, I used to literally like be feeling myself so hard, dog. I like quit my job or something and start writing write a mixtape or some shit. You know, I'll just be tripping, man, young, man.
Okay. I mean, my thing is too, was it just because the movie, or were you like actually into racing or something like that when you talk
I'm in the cars heavy, man, like cars, and really I love watching Formula One. I just love watching Formula One, and just when I see his story, I was just like, damn, I just feel like my dude correlate with me, like basically how he got in his accident, like it was raining. He just wanted to show him, like, nigga, I can still beat y'all. I'm just letting y'all know it's dangerous. And they was like, man, fuck it, let's race. They just wanted to beat him so bad. They was just like, let's race. And he got in the crash, like messed his face up and everything. And then he came back in the last race to literally him seal the deal again the next year. Nah, he came back the same year. Yeah. He came back the last race to send the deal. It was raining again. And he was like, man, I'm good. And he ended up winning it the next year, but just the fact that he said he was good and just like, I'm gonna do it on my own time. I was like, man, I correlate with that hard. I'm like, that's me. Like that. I'm like, that's Niki Lauda. Like I just like how he coming. You know what I'm saying?
And you're right. It is. I was gonna say you're right. It is Rush. Rush came out in like 2013,
okay, cool,
something like that. So it's definitely Rush. I was gonna say the other thing too is like the aesthetics of your video, because you talk about cars. There are cars in your video. I compare it to, you know, the way there are certain rappers that develop aesthetic of what they like around them. Currency.
I mean, that's a big. I fuck with Currency, man.
Les and Mr. Rogers. They got the E30s. Like that's what they do. When you go all the way over to you know, the West Coast, where you talk about like a Larry June, he was just in town now, but they have their own thing where it's like, this is me, this is my style, this is what I like. I'm not even hating on what y'all like, but this is what I like.
It's me, real talk.
I really like the Formula One stuff. I just found that interesting. So you were definitely building up like your own type of a wave and aesthetic. What do you want people to walk away with when they listen to your album?
Man, honestly, man, every now and then a little bit of encouragement or like a little bit of guidance on certain things. Not like overdoing it, like trying to drop knowledge, but at least some shit that can maybe like put somebody young-minded, like kind of on some real game or just some real shit to take away. Outside of that though, just enjoyment though, like some shit you can really like put on and ride to. Like I say, bro, I'm all about cars, man. I got a 93, man. That's my baby. That's like my second baby. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my love type shit. When I'm in there, bro, it's like, you know, shit just fade. But man, like I say, just really just for the car guys, man, the players, bro. You know, niggas who really like out there doing their thing, man. For the females too, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's some females that vibe with it too. And like, even the newest shit I'm trying to work on, you know, just like really like, just kind of catering to the females too, man. It's just like, it's for everybody, but at the same time, it is for a certain crowd too. I'm not saying it can't be appreciated or at least acknowledged in all ears and all walks of life, but I do feel like I'm just kind of catering to a certain, you know, certain crowd, man.
Yeah, catering to your crowd, who you're familiar with. Right. It's like, one thing I need to ask you too, when did you realize you were good at talking to women? What age was that,
brother? Man, since Head Start, bro.
Since Head Start?
That's it.
Because you are smooth as hell.
Bro, since pre-K, literally, dog. I know, hey, this is really
talk
crazy.
About all of it, bro.
Just say the small shit though. Hey, literally, I was in pre-K, brother. I ended up like working my way to lay on this little girl, Matt, dog, and fell asleep at nap time, son, and got woke up by the damn teacher, dog. I don't know what the fuck I was bad though. I was wild, son.
You can't
like I say, I was just like I was wild, dog. Like at a young. I was just wild. I was a bad little nigga, dog. But I used to get my ass whooped though. But I don't know why. I just was like bad, dog. It wouldn't help.
How much influence did your uncle have on
you? Man, a lot, man. I'm gonna give my man his flowers, man. He did a lot. Shit, I kind of learned, how to do shit in a better way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but at the same time, I gotta give him like literally, deep down with this rap shit. Like without him, shit, I probably wouldn't be spitting. And like shit, he, you know what I'm saying? He nice in his own way. You know what I'm saying? Like. Shit, but like I say, without him, like shit, I probably wouldn't even be doing this shit. Cause I ain't, like I say, nobody. It was niggas around that was rapping, when they became teenagers and it was popping and shit. But like I say, since a kid, that nigga just had me like going at it, and to the point he'd put me on the spot. He'd be around his niggas, he'd be like, "Rap, Dean," and I just do my thing. You dig? And it's just like. Even my little brother, he'd make us battle and shit, just like for kicks and giggles. They'd be smoking and shit. Nigga just like got us rapping and shit. And it just like turned out like middle school, at the table and shit. I'm just like the youngest nigga doing like just rapping. In high school, I just left that shit alone, but I'd be rapping on the way back from the bus. Like that, it'd just be like freestyle. And I just go ahead or I'd be clowning niggas while I'm rapping and shit, In college though, my dog Charlie was rapping, and I was hearing him. I'm like, he nice. Like, I was like, fuck, I should start writing. And I was just like hearing niggas. I'm like, man, I'm doing what them niggas like say they doing on their songs. I'm like, shit, I need to rap too. Like, fuck it. And I just like start writing, and that's when I just started doing the little voice memo shit. And I just like sent it to my partners, and niggas was like, hey, you nice. Like, and it just started getting around. Like, hey, that nigga kind of nice. And that's why I was just like, damn, that's a lot of people saying like I'm straight. Like I might as well try to do this shit for real.
What your uncle say about the album?
He said I be spitting too much. He said you need to work on some hooks and shit. He be hating on me, son. That nigga be hating on me though. Hey, man, he fuck with me. But on the cool, that's what he say. He said I be spitting too much. He be like, nigga, we know you can spit. Work on some hooks and shit. I'm just like, nigga, I got that too. You said feed 5 4 4. I'm like, shit, I got the hooks too. Nigga.
You do.
I was about to say,
one thing I do.
I'm working on them. You dig? I ain't gonna, I ain't vain, but I'm just saying.
I like about that song is certain hooks I like is when they change. Because you had the FIFA and then you changed it up.
Right.
On the first verse, it was something, and then when you got to the second verse,
well, that's it.
I was like, that. That's when I was like, okay.
Yeah. Even on your album, when you're working in I forgot the song, the Tupac lyric, where it runs in and out. God.
Real shit, B Drew. I mean, shit. When he sent that beat over though, I was like, this motherfucker hard. But I was like, man, I just kind of want to like. I had one song where I kind of like said a little line. I was like, man, I kind of want to pay homage to Pac, but at the same time, just like do it in my own way. And the beat was just perfect though. It just kind of fit for perfect. And I was just like basically like just running it. I was like, yeah, I'm fucking with this. And I just basically like just tried to pay homage in my own way. You know what I'm saying? Just to like, I feel like some of these new niggas, man, are like younger crowd, and they don't gotta listen to that shit. But at the same time, they be like, I don't know who Tupac is, or I don't know who Big is. I don't never listen to that shit. Like, man, like them niggas paved the way. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, I'm with you because it's kind of wild, and I feel like it happened within the last like 6 years because there was a point when they was still throwing out Big and Pac all the time, and then like 6, 7 years ago, people were just like. And I mean, you're kids that were like, yo, I was born.
They be like, they sorry and shit. Oh, them niggas fast.
Yeah.
I feel like, bro, like, them niggas paved the way. Like, bro, Biggie cadence sometimes, that shit be so fucking smooth. I'm like, damn, dog. Like, even like, the song Off Top, that was like really to pay homage to Sugar Free. But I just ain't want to come on them. I just wanted to come on that one, like, on some serious shit. Just because I ain't want to come on no P shit, because I feel like, man, how can I out P the motherfucking like, sugar, you smell me?
That's what I was getting at, because I was like, why it seems like, from what I'm understanding, your uncle was in that P lifestyle. Am I wrong?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, so like from listening to your lyrics, it's like you followed in that footstep a bit, but then you deviated and went to rap. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, man. After like football wasn't working, I really thought it was like gangster on some shit, man. And I went to jail the first time I went to jail. I had my paper right, you know, I bonded out, did my thing, whoop the whoop. But when I was in jail, the CEO came in when I was getting booked, and she was like, you want to come home with me? And I had looked up, and I was just like, damn, she nice too. Like I started smiling and shit. And she was just like, the dude who was booking me in, he was like, he was like, yeah, he want to come with you. Like he clowning and shit. He like booking me in. I'm just like, damn. I was like, man, I'm trying to do all this gangster shit. I'm just like, bro, I'm about to just start fucking with these fees. Like that's how I'm about to get my shit. Like really, that's when I stepped into like just my own, you know what I'm saying? Just really like fuck all that like rah and all that rough tough shit. Y'all niggas can have that. I do that, but I'm just saying like I don't want to do this all day, man. I'm riding around, I'm strapped up, hoping the nigga ain't trying to bribe me and shit. I'm like, man, I could talk to these fees and really just massage my way up out of there and I'll be straight.
Yeah. So what is it like now? I would say I always like to know the differences or how you feel is the major difference. You obviously enjoy Houston.
Yeah. I mean, I got family out here though.
You got a single. So you've been familiar with Houston. What is some of the big things coming from Louisiana and then coming over to Houston and being in the rap scene?
Man, I'm telling you, man, like my mama side, their last name the Miles, man. Her daddy brother, like he took his family to Houston. So like bro, I've been out coming to Houston like since a kid, and I freestyle for my cousins in Houston and shit. I remember one time they had like little flip number, and like they called that nigga and I left a voicemail freestyling on his shit, like as a little kid. But like really like coming out here, like it was really like really just like I ain't really called my family and nothing. Like not saying I just stayed away purposely, but I just wanted to do my own thing, like really like, you know what I'm saying? My cousin, he said a funny ass little like remark. He was like, how long you been out here? He didn't know how long I've been out here. He's like, don't come out to Houston and get swallowed up 6 months and then you go back home. I'm like, nigga, I've been out here 3 years, nigga. Like, you know, I had to check that nigga like, yeah, nigga, you tripping, nigga. But I love it, man. Like, it's a different pace. I feel like Houston, a hustler city. Like, if you really want to get you some money and you serious about your, like, hustle for real, like, you can find you a way to get you some bread out here.
Yeah.
But Houston put me in a different, like, a business mind frame. My bad. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No.
It's about you.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because describe that. What was it about Houston that put you in that business mind frame?
Man, just everything, bro. You see, like, you just see it all. You can see it all, bro. It's just like the opportunity is yours to go get it. And like I said, I just kind of felt I needed a bigger pond, man, just to like wrap back around with that. Like I was just in Lamar and just like, well, really Beaumont. And I was like, I'm doing my thing, but like, bro, I can't really work my wheel out here. It's too small. Like, I just left.
And then you come out like, I was thinking about the Houston thing because I mean, I had to be honest. Even like before we started this, because my brother was until you just started talking on the interview, and then I could clearly hear that you have a Louisiana accent. I thought you was from here.
Yeah,
like,
you can't tell.
Like,
you can't tell on your raps at all, bro.
Yeah,
really?
You got songs
you sound like me on your raps, and then when you talking, you like, yeah, you know, I'm like, damn, I can't do a Louisiana accent, so I'm not gonna do it.
No, you good, but I mean, when I first started, like it'll be fucking hard to enunciate my shit. So like when I be spitting, like I just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I just really just kind of like try to make my shit clear.
Nah, it makes sense because I like then I hear you on song because I'm like, especially when you putting out songs like Houston Forecast.
Yeah, man.
For Houston Forecast, did y'all come up with the sample before or after that episode of BMX?
Man, after that episode. I was like, I gotta fucking play off this heat. That shit was too good, dog. I was like, that shit was too good. I ain't gonna lie. they really ended that motherfucker on some weird shit. But that little episode was too good, and I fuck with the song though. Like I told y'all, I listen to that old school shit all the time. So I'm flipping to this motherfucker. I'm like, man, I gotta get on this.
No, I gotta admit though, because everybody did it. Everybody
Real
did
shit
it.
though.
But
Real shit though.
I like yours the best.
I do like.
I tried to keep it me, man. I try to keep it me, bro.
Because you like at the end, like how you say you keep it you. You can hear when you're listening to a lot of rappers, young or old, whatever. You can listen to them and hear their influence and be like, "Nigga, you was listening to Kendrick Lamar, so I get it. That drum beat is very similar. I know what song you was listening to." When I hear you, I'll be like, "What was he listening to?" And you like, "I don't even rap like that." I'm like, "Oh,
I can't, man." On the cool, like I say, I do got people that I rock with, like, man, like you said, Spitter, Larry, really everybody, Ellie Dawson, Sauce Walker, like, man, really, like I say, anybody who really like doing their craft at a high level, like I was just bumping Mac 10, like I bumped the whole Mac 10 album, and I'm like, damn, this motherfucker hard, like I'm bumping Mac 10. Then I was bumping KD the other day, like hella hard, hitting corners, like. That's just like, man, I can just really appreciate everybody's shit. And like I try not to be influenced by everybody's shit, but at the same time, it's like kind of hard to be not influenced by everything you're taking in. Like I just really like I like little pieces of shit, and I just really take what I get from them and just like flush that shit through me. Like when I write or whatever, or if I'm like just really I write most of my shit, man. I mean, I could spit off the dome, but I just feel like that's leaving shit on the table, bro. I ain't gonna shortchange you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put my all into it. At least you can be like, that nigga gave us all. And you just freestyle on me.
No, that's good. Because, you know.
I'm not saying nothing wrong with who do it. I don't want niggas to get mad at me. I'm tripping. I'm bashing niggas who don't write. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying me personally, I be feeling like shit. I can spit some shit off the dome or really be in this motherfucker punching in. But I'm just like shit. I'm gonna just give you some real.
I'm gonna tell you straight up.
Thoughtful shit.
As a polarizing figure, it don't matter how you clean it up. They're gonna be mad anyway. Just say stuff.
And
real shit though.
And honestly, I'd be like, they can get mad at me. I prefer people that write because I think people misconstrued a lot. Like when Jay-Z was like, I don't write. When Eminem said, I don't write. When Biggie said, I don't write. But then you heard about their process. I was like, you're writing in your head. Like when they was like, Biggie will sit down for 3 hours and just keep repeating. I was like, yeah, he was writing in his head.
Right.
They're jotting.
Yeah, but
it's the same ditty, man.
That's all it is. Y'all.
And I feel like at the end of the day, I mean, it's certain people who don't write. Like if Future don't write, that nigga like talented, man. Certain people who really talented and don't write. But like I say, me personally, I'm just like, I can maybe do that shit too. But I just feel like, man, at least you know when I put this motherfucker out, every boy was thought for, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it was drew from some motherfucking what, you know what I'm saying? Inspiration in so many other places, or even through myself, it was drew from somewhere, and it was like real thought put into it when I'm writing that shit. Like I ain't playing with it.
Nah. Tell us about when you're coming up with. You said you got a new project coming out. So what can we expect? You dropped 2 projects this year. What can we expect from you in 2022?
Really, I'm gonna try to drop. I don't want to put like a number on it, just because you know how that go. I try to drop 3 projects in 2021, or at least basically 2 solo ones and like a compilation one, and that shit really ain't panning out like we wanted to. But I don't want to put no number on it. But I want to drop at least a few projects. But you can expect, man, really a little more of me showing like giving a little more of that old school feel, like what I'm getting on the old school songs when I'm running through them, but at the same time mixing that shit in with something like this new shit too, and really just like still keeping that shit playing, man. Just really trying to give people something that they can enjoy too, pull out their whips too, just be riding with their lady or just riding by themselves, trying to get to this bread, man.
No, that's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Really quality too, though. Live instruments, everything, man. Like we trying to do it like For real. We ain't leaving nothing like just unaccounted for, man. Like production wise, we trying to go through the roof. Visuals, I mean, we trying to even step that up, you know what I'm saying? Final lap, that was really like just me, like I just had to put my baby in a video. Like that was the last one I did, but like at this point, man, we just trying to like really like step it up in every aspect, though. Just kind of give people like more visuals, still keeping it our own style, but at the same time, just trying to offer more.
No, it's fantastic. We expect to see more. Oh, when things start popping, money starts coming in. You can afford whatever car you want. Which car you getting? What's the classic that you want?
Man, I'll be wrong to be like it's just one, dog. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like I ain't gonna lie, bro. I can't. If I just had to pick like one car, probably like a Pontiac Judge or something, like a 1970 Pontiac Judge.
But damn.
Nah, I mean, I got a vet, but I got a vet because my pops always wanted a vet. And I was like, if I'm gonna start my collection off, I want to at least start it off with my pops and like, you know what I'm saying? Like at least get my first whip, like boom, like this, like dedicated to my pops.
What year is that one again?
93.
Yeah, because that's a cold one. Because like 88 to about 94, 95, that body.
I ain't gonna sit on no other vets, but
that's
pristine though. Real talk though.
Those were the
like
clean
them.
ones.
I like them. That's just that smooth, like you like it's just smooth, man. I just like that. But like I say, that was done for my pops, man. He always wanted a vet. And when I was playing sports, I used to be like, when I get on, I'm gonna get you a vet. And like when I say he passed, I was like, well, I'm gonna just like start off my collection for my dad.
That's sweet, man. That's real.
Yeah, man. But probably a Pontiac Judge. Really, I ain't gonna lie, dog. I just lied to y'all. If I can get any car, I gotta give me a 1961 Impala, like Big Worm had, just a different color on them switches, man. I really want to ride on the switches. I was just speaking from everyday functional shit.
Yeah.
I really want to ride on the switches, bro. I just don't got the bread for that shit. That shit expensive. I really want to ride on switches though, for real, dog.
Dre said he had 16 switches and we all wanted that. And then you found out how much that really cost. You was like, oh.
I gotta get an American Muscle. Fuck that. Real shit. I was like, fuck that. I can't do that. Cause you want to do it right. They be real critical on how you ride on the switches and shit. So like they want you to be chrome and the undercarriage, all that. Man, I'm not ready for that. I was like, I'm gonna give me American Muscle and just at least look good and have fun, you know, until that time come, man.
Yeah, and it stick out too. And you got a classic American Muscle.
Yeah, that's my baby, bro.
Nigga that has a Charger. I was one of them.
Nothing wrong with that though. Nothing wrong. I just had to do it my way. My first, I'll be shitting on my first car. My first car ever was a 1998 C230 Benz. That was my baby. That was my baby.
A 98?
Yeah, 98.
That shit was clean too.
Yeah, that motherfucker was clean, dog. So like really like that was my first John. I just was young and really I took care of it cosmetically, but I just didn't know what I was like really doing and working with mechanically, man.
I did the same.
I let it slide. I had it for a long ass time, but I just let it slide. But you know how it be, bro. You probably be so high. I'm like, I gotta come back with, you know, something, dog.
I did the same. You do. It usually is like I went from Benz to Muscle because it's like because you don't really know everything that it entails. You got a 98. You was riding around like Diddy. So
yeah, bro. That was my what was cool though. Like it was always me though. Like I remember when these little fees was riding in my shit at school. They was like, I like this, you know, this not no Charger in them, but this motherfucking nice. I was like, like I know.
People don't be understanding what's under the hood. Because they want you to be loud. I'm like, it's not loud, baby.
Nah, it's just smooth shit. I'm just like, bro. That's how my pops was though. My pops was a pastor, but he was like a real nigga, dog. Like he was really like one of them preachers. Like he wouldn't force like what he do on you, but he's just like coach you from like he was just man. He was a player before he gave his life to God. You know what I'm saying? So he just coach you from like basically a smoother, like just like, man, I'm not telling you like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do this. You just be like, man, you should think about boom, like just put it on your smooth. So honest clothes to go to the grocery store, my G. Like it's just in me, man. Like just being like, you know what I'm saying? Just I don't really be trying to do no
to go to the
shit,
grocery
man. Old
store.
school, bro. Just kind of like old soul, would I say.
Yeah, that's a line, and that's perfect.
Yeah.
We really want to thank you, seriously, man.
Man, same, bro.
Where can we find you at before we get out of here?
Dinero Sinatra, or Dinero _Sinatra, man, everywhere pretty much, man. Dinero Sinatra on every platform. If it ain't Dinero Sinatra, you can find me on Dinero Sinatra, and I'll have a link to something though.
Yeah,
Instagram knows, YouTube. If you got a Peloton bike, you can download Dinero Sinatra, the sequel on there. Man, we pretty much dropping on every platform, literally, bro. If you can think of it.
Wait. I don't have a Peloton. Yeah. You can download albums to the Peloton?
Yeah, you can download the sequel and be rolling to Lost and Found, dog.
I can work out to that.
I didn't even know that. I didn't know you could download, dog. You can, but there are so many ways to get streams up in
real talk, bro.
That's why we gotta work on your album, Divine. We gotta get that album out.
Hey, real talk, man. It's I mean, shit. It's at this point, man. It's in our hands, man. That's kind of why, like you say about like music right now, man. It's in our hands, man. So, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to educate myself to like put myself in a better position to even get more in my hands and get more in all our hands. But at the same time, you know, it's definitely it's dog-eat-dog world right now.
Just focus on the positive, brother. Just focus on the positive. Want to thank you out for staying in and coming out at the same time, being on In My Humble Opinion podcast. Once again, this has been Dinero Sinatra. I am Avery, like a very nice guy. My brother, Just Divine. I didn't even introduce us, but you know who we are at this point.
You listen to the podcast, you know who we are.
You know, you click the button. You got to know who we are at this point.
Right.
Mom and Dad. It is what it is. Oh no, it's them again. It's them boys from Him, My Humble Opinion. Humbly yours. In My Humble Opinion, baby. H-Town, it's too sweet.
West End Speedway, baby.
Sweet, baby.